Okay, so today we'll work on the luggage on top of the car. And we'll start with this big one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the base color, which looks like red with white. Tone it down a bit with maybe raw umber. So this is what I have. I have raw umber, cadmium red light, cerulean blue, cadmium yellow light, and white. So what I'm going to do for the first layer, take my cadmium red light. It looks to me like medium because I'm using a different supplier. If your cadmium, I would add a tiny bit of raw umber in your cadmium red light because it's a little bit too yellow or orange. Sorry, orange. Okay, let's do that. So this is a good color for the base. Let's take a bit more white and make it lighter. See, the raw umber will tone it down. It won't look too strong, too red. And I'm just going to do this. I'm going to take my color, spread it. And for the side, I'm going to take a little bit of more of the raw umber, put it in, and then we'll paint the side. It's a little bit darker. Now I'm going to take a little bit more white, put it in that pink. So I'm adding white slowly. White takes over if you're not careful. All right, let's paint the top part just to give it so it's not flat. All right. Now let's paint. Oh, we've painted a lot last week. Okay, good. Let's add a bit of red with a round brush. I'm going to take a round brush, any round brush I have, and take this red with a bit of raw umber. Just red and raw umber. Enhance the color on these ones here. There's one in the corner. On the side, I mean, not corner. And another one up here. Now I'm going to take again this pink color that I have here, which is red, bit of raw umber and white. And I'm just going to add the detail on this one here, the pattern. Looks like flowers. Also, there's one. Again, let's take red, raw umber, and white. There's one sitting here as well. I'm going to use the raw umber, like glaze, kind of, just kind of a dark raw umber, and just give in between the suitcases a little bit of a shadow. Okay, good. I know there's this one here is lower, and there's in between some light coming from the front, but I'm gonna keep it high like this. I'm not gonna lower this one here, that one. Let's keep it that way. Now, while this is drying, do you need a couple of minutes?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind,
Okay,
I would like.
sure. Yeah, I'll pause.
Sometimes it's good to stop, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's good to stop. Okay, so, all right, so let's work on this one here, the blue one that we put last week. I think we used cerulean blue with this one here. So for now, we have cerulean blue, and we have yellow, cadmium yellow light. Let's mix a bit of this cadmium yellow light in the cerulean. Put a bit of white in it. And then we'll get that beautiful kind of greenish, light, bluish green. Right? And then what we're going to do is, sorry, let's add, I just thought about the other side. If I do this in green, if it's too green, then this one is going to look funny. All right, let's add a bit of more cerulean in there. So it's still red, green, but it has more blue in it. Yeah, that's a good color. All right, let's do this. So we'll just give it a hint of pattern, some kind of a pattern in there. And I'm going to take white now, put it in the same mixture. And come here and highlight the side only. This side. Kind of adding that highlight to this side. Let's bring it in again a little bit more. Yeah, like that. And hint in here as well, but not too light on the side. Let's wait for it to dry, and then we'll adjust the darkness in here. I'll add a bit of brown in here, inside, just to tone it down a bit. Now, I'm gonna put the pattern on this one here. So what I'm gonna do is take red, and a bit of the raw umber. So red raw umber. Okay, good. It's like a burgundy. Okay, let's do this. So it has a line right here. I think this is where the zipper is. There's a zipper here, or a pocket, or some kind of something in here. Then I'm going to do the side, the trim. Zipper. And a trim on this side as well. Okay. I'm actually going to change my brush into a smaller round so I can control the pattern that I'm going to create here. Let's start from the corner. I'm simplifying this pattern. I don't want it to be too strong, too complicated. Just simplify it. All right. And let's put some kind of dots inside. It's like a floral pattern inside. I'm not gonna go there. It's too much work. And this is too small for something like this. Let's just put dots. Now, I'm going to do the side. I can't tell what the pattern is on the side, but I'm just going to create one, which is the same like we did in the front. And okay. I'm just cleaning up a bit. And I'm going to highlight the top with a lighter pink. Once this is dry, we will decide if we want to put a handle. There's a handle that goes over. We'll see if we want to do that. And now let's move on to the one the bottom. Same idea. I think they have the same pattern, but we will simplify the one at the bottom. So I'm going to put one right here, red line. And I'm just going to put random kind of a hint of a pattern in here. I'm going to use the raw umber, just raw umber, and put a brown detail here, and that's for, I think that's for the lock. So what I'm trying to do right now is put in the colors, just for me to see how they're going to look. Now, I'm going to move on to this one here. Just put the color and then I'm going to stop. That's cerulean blue, cadmium yellow light to create that beautiful, interesting green. Then I'm going to take a little bit of white, put it in. Now I'm going to take a tiny bit of raw umber, put it in the color on the side, not the whole color, not the whole thing, and then paint the inside, the other side of this suitcase, which is underneath. Let's put all right, one more layer of light green. I'm going to let it dry because it's going to dry darker. And then I can adjust the highlights. All right, one more.
In green layout for that one?
Green, yeah, same, green. And I'm going to leave it, let it dry. I'm going to pause. Okay, so now let's, oh, by the way, I added a bit of white in between here. It's not really white, it's pink in between because it was getting a little bit too heavy. But anyway, we will adjust everything after. Now I'm going to paint this one here up here and this one in the corner. And I've mixed already white with cerulean blue and a bit of red. Let's put a bit of more cerulean blue. Kind of like a purple, a very, very light pastel purple. And this, yeah, this one here.
Really light.
Hmm?
It's really light on the monitor.
It is light, but I'm gonna tone it down in a minute.
Oh.
This is just the first layer. I will don't tone it down. It's too light, yes. So I'm gonna tone down with blue right here. I'm gonna add a little bit of blue and a little bit of that raw umber. Let's tone down this part here. Oh, it's not even showing. All right, let's put some more blue. That's better. It's gonna, it's gonna be even darker. I can see that this one here, the green one in the front, is shorter, and this goes behind it. So I think it's a nice idea. Let's try it. Let's try pushing this in behind and making the one, yeah, probably nicer this way. Let's paint this one here too. Okay. Now, let's take white. Or actually, no, wait. Just take the blue that we had before, the light blue, and highlight part of this. Maybe just the top. And a little bit here. All right, again, same idea right here. It's light coming from the sky, so it's not all one color. So you have lighter color on top, darker at the bottom, and let's let it dry. Meanwhile, we're going to go back to this one here and let's give it some shape. Again, same color. cerulean blue, yellow, some white, just put some blue in between. And I'm going to put blue across. It doesn't matter what it looks like, it just kind of it gives it a bit of movement. Meanwhile, I have here white and raw umber. Let's try to give this bag over here a handle. So I'm going to go in like that with the raw umber, and another one on this side, like this, going in. And then I'm going to take white, add it to the color, to this white and raw umber, and highlight the top. Again, more, because I know it's going to dry darker. That's raw umber. Just raw umber with a small brush, and just kind of give underneath here, like handle, a little bit of shadow, so it's not stuck to the. I need my other. Just a little bit of shadow here to push the handle away from the bag. Now, I'm just going to do one more thing and then I'll stop to give you some time. Alright, so I'm going to take just cerulean blue. Actually, I'm going to put some raw umber in the cerulean blue, a little bit. Alright, good. And I'm going to come here. Good. Now let's take a little bit of raw umber and give again the same idea. Bottom, right here. These suitcases are sitting on top of the roof of the car, so we will have a kind of a strong shadow. It's almost it's very dark, you know. If you look at the reference, you will see how dark it is. And just go in. Okay. Good. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Okay, so I have blue here with a bit of raw umber on my brush, and I'm gonna give this suitcase a little bit of a detail and darken a little bit the bottom part. It's coming forward too much. It's just too much of a... I just want to push it back. Side. Let's try to give... I'm going to try to see if I can give it a hint of a handle in blue with a bit of raw umber and see how it goes. Okay. All right, that's good. It's amazing how I have to always make sure that I'm adjusting my values in here, the lights and darks, because acrylic dries darker. All right, let's do these two here, and we'll use a different color, which is the same, but the same colors we have, I mean. Oh, hold on, let's try an orange. Let's try some red and yellow and see what we get. More like a darker orange. This has a red on top and blue on the side. So I'm just trying to get a color that's not the same. I don't want red and I don't want a blue. So I'm gonna try to use an orange. Okay. And oops, let's try to Let's take a little bit of raw umber, just put it in, because these are in the back, and we'll put some color in here. And let's take some red. Put in it a bit of cerulean. Raw umber. Now I'm going to go back to the orange, and I'm going to put some white in this orange. A little bit of white, and give this suitcase a little bit of a pattern kind of suggestion. Bottom part darker. It's not important, just these are on the side. They're not very they're not a focal point. This orange is blending with the orange in the background. This one here. I just saw it. Let's try. All right. This red is drying very fast. All right, let's try pink. Instead of orange. I just realized I didn't see it. I didn't see the, all right, let's see. Pink maybe is a better solution. Just red. Okay. All right. I'm going to try to put a string, maybe. I'll wait for it to dry and see if I would like to put some, if I want to put a string or a, what is it called?
Tie down.
Tie down. Tie down, yeah. On the side. Just to hold them, or just keep it like that. One more thing I'm going to do today before we're done is the dark around the window. It's the rubber, black rubber around the window. Just black. I'm using black. You could use any black. You could use a bit of Payne's gray. It gives it a nice finish. And a something on the license plate here. You're welcome to put anything you like. They're happy because they're going on an adventure.
With a heart. That's good.
Happy time. One more thing I want to do here because it's bugging me. darken this a bit. Glaze. All right. What? All right. This is dry now. The this one here. I'm just going to add a little bit of detail in there. It's endless. I'm mixing the color of the this one here, this suitcase there, and I'm adding raw umber, and I'm gonna come here and give it a kind of a pattern here because it's just too simple, and it needs some kind of a movement in there, something. Okay, let's try more of that. Mix this color, put a bit of white in it to make it brighter. All right. Hmm. I'm going to push this suitcase in front of the one behind it a bit. It's they look like they're on the same level. All right, let's do that. Just red. I'm just going to use red. That's better. Again, a little bit more of the raw umber with blue, and just put a bit of dark shadow on this one here in the back. It's just coming forward too much. I'm trying to push it back. I guess also because it's too light. It's a light color. All right. That's good enough. All right, we're done. Okay, this project is done. We actually had a great time with this. This is nice and cute and fun to paint.